No, basically today I'm not having this thing. So what I want is, if you take a transformer over here, are you able to see the window? Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you are seeing this is a shell type of transformer construction where there are three limbs, one, two, and three. So the entire dimension of the yoke, if it is concerned, so the entire dimension of the yoke would be from here to here. So the, what is this? Okay. Metal, yeah, activity not now. So the see this is the height of the window where my this cursor is moving. This is the height of the window, and the total height would be from top to bottom. If you can see, this is the total height of the transformer section. This height. So if this is the height of the window, that would be represented by HW, and the total height would be this is the height of the yoke. So height of the yoke, if it is HY on top, here also the same dimensions, HY only. So this height of the total height of the window would be equal to this HY height of the height of the window plus twice HY. Similarly, you have depth. So the depth of the window is between, see, this is the dimension for the depth of the window. So the depth of the window, if you have to showcase the depth of the window, so the depth of the window is from uh, one limb to another limb. So the this depth is considered one limb to another limb. So in a shell type construction, so the total depth of the window is taken as four times the normal depth. So the your width of the window would be equal to, see, the width of the window would be equal to twice the width of the window plus four times your depth of, that is overall length of the frame width. So basically your width is like from here to here 1W, okay, here to here 1W, okay. So this is your one limb to another limb W, another limb to this part W, and here it is 2A, here it is, sorry, uh, here to here to here, if you have to consider here to here. So here to here 1W would be there, here to here 1W width would be there. Then you have leftover is here, this is 2A is left over here because you have taken into account from here to here center. Here 2A and here 2A is left over. 2A means what? 2A means with the additional depth. So the total window depth would be equal to 2 times WW plus 4A. So how many of you have joined? Ratika? Rest are joining? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Are you
I've
there?
joined, sir.
Okay, yeah, I'll be waiting because this is very essential. So in the meantime, you're able to see the other screen. So this is that
Mm.
screen. Okay, this is for the Windows screen, and now, okay, now I'll write one problem. So by that time, I'll stop presenting this and let them join. Once they are in, let me know. So I'll write a problem because explanation is very important here. So the problem here is like, calculate the main dimensions calculate the main dimensions main dimensions and winding winding details details of a 100 kVA of a 100 kVA 2000 slash 400 volt 50 hertz single phase shell type transformer. Okay, transformer.
So we can't see the paper fully, sir.
Yeah, okay, okay. Transformer, transformer. Assume, assume voltage per turn. That is your voltage per turn is equal to 10 volts. Your flux density, flux density in the core, flux density in the core is equal to 1.1 Weber per meter square. So this is the flux density Bm. This is not the maximum flux. So and your current density, also is mentioned, that is your rho, that is 2 ampere per millimeter square. Keep very watchful eye on this thing, whether they have mentioned millimeter square or centimeter square. If it's millimeter square, you have to multiply with 10 power 6. If it is centimeter square, then 10 power 4. If it is in meter, then no need. Window space factor, your window space factor, that is your KW. Window space factor is equal to 0.33. The ratio of window height to window width, the ratio of window height to window width, the ratio of window height to window width is 3, and the ratio of core depth to width of central limb, ratio of core depth to width of central limb is equal to 2.5, and your stacking factor is 0.9. So stacking factor is equal to zero point 0.9. So what you need to calculate here is that you need to calculate the main dimensions. So before moving to the main dimensions, hopefully I think every one of you has joined now. Most only I'm saying only, yeah. So now please pay attention to this. Yeah. So I'll be joined here. So here I'll be presenting. So Here it is. So here you can see the transformer. It will stop sharing. So this is the transform. Yeah. Now we can see this is the transformer over here. So this particular transformer, if you can see, this is a shell type of arrangement for this transformer. So as I told you, the shell type of transformer is having three limbs. So this is having one, two, three, and this is the central limb. So when I'm talking about the height of the yoke, so the height of the yoke or the total height of this window would be equal to this, if this part is equal to this total part from here to here, if it is h total height. So this consideration, this on top and this on bottom, this let's consider this is hy, this also hy, and this height of the window, this is hw. The total height of this cross sectional geometry would be hy plus hw plus hy. So the total height would be hw plus 2hy. Now, as far as the width is concerned, so width is considered from one limb to another limb. From here, the center of this part to the center of this part is w, that is width, and the center of this part to the center of that this part is ww. So if you see from this center to this center, we have considered the width of the window is 2 times ww. Now from this center and this area we have not taken into account, and similarly from this center to this area, this side we have not taken into account. Suppose from this center to this, let this is 2a, and from this center to this is 2a. What is a? A is basically the width of the this thing. What you say, the cross sectional width. That is your in another case in this problem. There is one thing mentioned: the width of the central limb. See, the ratio of core depth to width of the central limb is 2.5. So core depth would be given as we can take it as WW, or we can take it as B to the width of the center by B divided by 2A is equal to 2.5. See, we can take any this thing, what you say, in different books it will be given D, it will sometimes it will be given WW, whatever it is. So don't get confused. So the main thing over here which we have to analyze is we have to calculate the dimensions and the number of turns. So how do we go about it? So let's start the problem, and let's move to the problem part. So now I'm focusing on this. I'll stop showing this. Hope you understood this part. So let's go to the problem part, and okay. So now you pay attention here. So this was the problem. So we'll once again read the problem. So the problem is calculate the main dimensions and winding details, that is means the number of secondary terms, primary terms of 100 kVA. So from the problem, if you are reading the problem, you have the details. You have the details of your Q is given. Q is how much? 100 kVA. So what is the given data? We'll write down given data. Given data Q is given 100 kVA. Okay. Another thing, what is given is, okay, primary turn V primary is given. V primary is equal to 2000. Similarly, V secondary is given. V secondary, if we see, is 400 volts. Okay, frequency is given. Frequency is 50 hertz. Okay, 50 hertz. We have this 50 hertz, and voltage per turn is given. Your ET is given. Voltage per turn. So voltage divided by number of turns is given. That is around how much? Voltage per turn is 10 volts. So voltage per turn is given 10 volts. Now other factor that is given is that the voltage per turn flux density in the core. So flux density Bm is also given. Flux density is Bm. Bm is how much it is given there? Tell me. Yeah. Anyone? Are you following? Bhumika, how much is BM? Bhumika? Bhumika?
Sir, 1.1, sir.
How much? 1.1.
1.
Yeah, so you have to 1.1 Web per meter square. This is given. Current density is given. This is current. The symbol for current density is given 2 ampere per millimeter square. Okay, this is given. Window space factor, that is window space factor KW is given. KW is 0.33, and the ratio of window height to window width, that is ratio of window height, that is HW divided by WW is equal to 3. This ratio is given, and the central limb B by 2A, this is also given. Another ratio is given, the ratio of core depth, that is depth of the core to width of the central limb, that is B by 2A is given 0.25. Stacking factor is given. Stacking factor is given, that is equal to zero point 0.9. Now see, these are the terms that are given, including stacking factor is given 0.9. So this is the given data. Now as far as the problem is concerned, so usually let's go, what can we calculate? So if you see the formula for the voltage, you can write EMF per turn. EMF per turn is basically 4.44 F into BM. Okay, so EMF per turn, can you calculate the EMF per turn in terms of your area? What is the relationship between area and EMF per turn? Is there any relationship? If I tell you to calculate AI, okay, how can you calculate AI? First, you will write the formula for Q, okay, and from the Q formula, you have the formula 2.22 F BM KW current density AI AW in 10 power minus 3. From that, but prior to that, can you get directly the value of net iron area? Can you write the net iron area in terms of EMF and other quantities? You have this formula, if you remember well. From the formula, please revise. Always you have to revise in this. See, you have this AI. Can you write like this? AI is equal to EMF per turn divided by 4.44 F into BM. This you can write 4.44. If you see carefully, analyze the formulas, you can write like this. So straight away EMF per turn is given. That is, EMF per turn is given. How much it is? Tell me. EMF per turn from the
10, sir.
equation 10. Yeah, you can substitute this value of 10. So once you are substituting the value of 10 over here, and 4.44, it is also given 50, and it's also given 1.11. So you get the value of 0.441 meter square. So you get the value of AI. Okay, so AI value you got. Now the gross area is equal to net area divided by the stacking factors. That also I have told you. The This is the problem, and these are the given details. So the gross area, if you need to calculate the gross area, so the gross area is, if it is AGI, it is what? Net area, net area divided by your stacking factor. Stacking factor. So your net area is AI. AI value you just calculated 0.441, and your stacking factor is given over here. Stacking factor is given zero point 0.9. So you can substitute this value of zero point 0.9. So you get the value of gross area also. So the gross area would be around 0. Is around 0.0555 meters square. So this is your gross
Sir,
area.
AI is 0.041, no, sir.
0 point?
041.
You are getting 041?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
10 by 4.5.
10 divided by 4.44 into 50 into
Into
1.1.
1.1. Yes, sir. 0.041.
Wait. 0.041 divided by point 0.9. Wait, I have to see.
0.0455, sir.
0.0.
455.
Okay, okay. Wait. Some mistake. I have my calculation. 10 divided by 4.44 divided by 50 divided by 1.1. Yeah, you will get 0.0401. Yeah, correct. Yeah, tell me the values. Tell me these values. What is the value of this? This is wrong.
0.041.
0.041. Okay, and this you substitute it here and tell me the
0.0455.
0.0455.
55.
Very good. Yeah, nice. So now you have this value 0.0455, and now you have to go for this another quantity b divided by 2a. B by 2a. This is given, b divided by 2a is equal to 2.5. This is given. So if you are going for b by 2a, b is basically what, depth, and b is what, the height of the window, see, ratio of the core depth to width of the central limb. So the width of the central limb means one width. Okay. So this, if you have to go for the gross area, that is you are utilizing in the core, because the entire area is the net area, that would include the iron inside your yoke and your nut and bolts, but only the core area, what you are utilizing the winding, that would be your gross area. Just now I showed you a slide also from internet. So unfortunately we are not having the offline classes wherein I could have shown you the transformer live, but whatever is possible I'm trying. So now you have this core area and gross area. Now you have the gross area is equal to what? Gross area would be equal to the depth, core depth into width of the central limb. So it would be gross area. If you calculated just now AGI, this is your gross area 0.045. It would be nothing but your B into 2A. So you have the value of your gross area. Okay, so you also have a ratio b by 2a is equal to 2.5. You can substitute instead of see, b by 2a is how much, so you can write here b is equal to 2.5 into 2a. In other terms, b is equal to 5a. Okay, so here you can write agi is equal to, instead of b you can write 5a into 2a, so it would be 10a. So this would be, A would be AGI divided by 10. So how much is the value of A? You tell me. A would be 0.00455. Okay, that value only you are getting. Yeah, 0.00455. Okay, that value only, Ritika.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
me.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
that value only. Here some mistake he has done in this book. Okay. So, anyways, now this you have this gross area you have. Now B value also you calculate and tell me. B value would be how much? 2.5 into A.
So we need to
So,
find a value now, sir. It will be a square. So we need to take square root.
oh yeah. It would be A square. I just forgot. This would be A square. Yes, AGI. This would be under root of this. Yeah, how much is that? Tell me.
0.0674.
No, A square is how much? 0 point. Tell me.
0.06745.
Rest also tell me. Same value you are getting, or I have to
Yes, sir.
calculate.
Yes, sir.
Same
Yes, sir.
value? No.
Same.
Then
Yes, sir.
okay, good. So now you can tell me the B value. The B value is how much? 2.5 into this A value. Now tell me the value. This value 2.5 into A.
So
Hmm?
5 into A, no, sir.
B is 2 point, no, B is 2.5, 5 into A, yes, 5A.
0.337.
Huh? 0
Zero
point
point 0.72.
0.3,
372.
okay, 0.372. So this is your B value, okay,
So
0 point
0.3.
0.372. Now let me one second, because it is 5 into how much is 0.0745, okay, 0.33725, okay, hello,
Yes, sir.
zero,
Yes,
it
sir.
is 0.33725, okay, 0.33725. This is the value of B, what you are getting. Okay. Now you got this value of B, you got this value of A, and you got the value of net iron of the core. So basically, what you have to see, the yoke, that here we are having the yoke, so we can write the yoke carries half of the flux in the central limb. Okay, the yoke is what? Yoke is the outside outer portion of the frame, wherein the net area wherein this flux is presented is inside the, see, inside the windings and other parts. Yoke will consist of half of the flux in the central limb. Yoke consists half of the flux in central limb. Okay, now assuming the same flux density in the core as in the limb, the area of the yoke, see, if we will assume the same flux density, because flux density is what? Bm by A. Okay, flux density is Bm, that is what? Flux by A. So eh, if we will assuming the same flux density in the core, let's assume, if we assuming assuming the same flux density, assuming the same flux density in the core as in the limb, what we can write? We can write the area of the yoke, because it is directly proportional. Area of the yoke is equal to half of the area of the central limb. So we can write the area of the yoke is equal to half of the area. So we can write area of yoke is equal to half of the area of the area of central limb. So this area of the yoke is equal to half of the area of the central limb. So the area of the yoke is equal to central limb area. We just now calculated how that is the gross area. Sorry, the this what do you say? So the area of the yoke would be equal to half of that value, and that value was 0.04555. Okay, what value we got for this? Tell me. Half of the area. This is the value. 0. Gross area is how much? Tell me, Ritika. Gross area, how much we got?
0.0455, sir.
So this is the gross area. So the area of the yoke would be half of this gross area. Okay, area of the yoke would be half of this area. So the half of this area is how much? Tell me. Half of 0.45 would be area of the yoke is equal to. Now the all the calculations are wrong, because here in this book, what I have 0.455 divided by 2. So it would be around.
0.02275.
So we can write like this, or we can like this 227.75 into 10 power minus 3 meter square. Can we write like this? Huh? Yeah, because we are getting the same value. Okay, is it correct? Yeah, please see. We can write it 227.75 into 10 power minus 3. Same thing. See, 10 power minus, that is same thing. Point will come here, 22775. Okay, Ratika, cross check please. Ratika,
Yes, sir. Checking, sir.
same thing. Now what you got?
I got 0.02275, sir. 75.
0.02275. So this is like
It will be
2,
2.275 to 10 power minus.
where 2275 into 10 power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 power 5. It is like this. So it should be around 22.75. Hmm? If we will multiply this with 10 power 3 or 10 power 2,
So 2.275 into 10 power minus 3.
2.275 into 10 power minus 5 it is actually. So if you want to multiply it with the meters, so you can write 222.75 in 10 power minus 3. Correct? Yeah, we're getting this to 22.75 in 10 power minus 3. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This value will get 222.275 it is, if I'm not mistaken. It is
75 only, sir.
22.75 in 10 power minus 3. Okay, very good. So now you have this value, you have the height of the yoke. Now depth of the yoke. So the depth of the yoke is essentially B. So depth of the yoke is B. So B value, depth of the yoke here is nothing but as depth of the yoke, nothing but as B, and B value you have calculated. And what is the value of B which we got? Where we have kept that B value? Yeah, the value of B is
0.033,
three.
sir.
Yeah, yeah. So the value of B we have is 0.0.3375. So this is the value of B. Value of B is 0.3375. Okay, 33725 I got. Okay, 3.33725. This is the value of the B. Okay, and height of the yoke. Now, if you want to calculate the height of the, basically area of the yoke would be how much? Area of the yoke would be how much? Area of the yoke is height of the yoke into depth of the yoke. Depth means width. So now if you want to calculate the height of the yoke, depth of the yoke, you know it would be area of the yoke divided by depth of the yoke. So area of the yoke you just now saw it is half of that value. So it is two. So it would be around 22.275 in 10 power minus 3 divided by 0.33725. So what is that value you are getting? Height of the yoke? Huh? 22.275 in 10 power 22 point sorry 22.75 into 10 power minus 3 divided by this 0.33725. Please tell me the value. Height of the yoke value you tell me.
0.06745.
0.06745. Okay, 0.06745. We can take it as 0.0675 also, no problem. We can rationalize it, or if you want to take that value also you can take 0 point, but it should be 0.0. We can take this value as 0.0675 as well. So now we have the depth of the yoke, we have the height of the yoke. So we calculated the dimensions for the depth and the height of the yoke. Now let's suppose, now one more important thing over here is that we have the value of AI. Okay, we have every value, but we don't have the value of AW. From the formula we can calculate the value of AW, that we will do later. Value of AW we will calculate, but one thing from this ratio what we are having is, if you read the problem systematically, so the problem it also states that your height of the window and width of the window, window's height to window's width is sorry, windows height to windows width is 3. So that means windows height to windows width is 3. That means you're in the given HW by WW is equal to 3. See here, over here, HW by WW is equal to 3. So that we know already. So your HW by WW is equal to 3. Now area of the window is equal to HW into WW. Or in other terms, if we can write HW is equal to 3WW. Instead of HW, we will write 3WW into WW. We have your area of the window in terms of WW, 3WW square. But do we know AW? Can we calculate? Yes, we can calculate. From how? Q is equal to 2.22. Okay, the main formula which I showed you. F BM. Okay, KW, that is your window space factor. Also, you have to include here current density, AI. Okay, into AW into 10 power minus 3. Each and every value you have. AI you have, current density you have, KW you have, BM you have, F you have, only AW is needed. Q is given here. Q is 100. So you can substitute these values. Now you can substitute the value. So substitute and let me know what is the value of, only thing you have to calculate is AW. This is 100 is equal to 2.22. F is 50. BM is how much? Tell me. BM is 1.1. 1.1. KW is how much? KW is given there 0.33. KW is how much? KW. Where is KW? Stacking, that is space factor. Yeah, KW is 0.33. So you can write the value of KW also, 0.33. Current density is given. Current density is given how much? 2. 2 divided by 10 power, because it's in millimeter square, so you have to multiply it 2 into 10 power 6. And AI value also you calculated. How much was your net area of the core that you calculated? How much was AI?
0.041.
0.041. 0.041. That value also you can have. And now you have AW in 10 power minus 3. Only thing is that you require AW. This 100 kVA, because it's in kVA, 110 power 3. You keep it on one side, and on another side you get the value of AW. So please calculate it and let me know what is the value of AW you are getting. Yeah, tell me the value of AW.
0.0302, sir.
0 point 0 point. Tell me one more thing. 0 point
0302.
0.0302. Okay, meter. This is in
Meter.
mm, how area would be in meter or meter square it would be. Okay, okay, it would be in terms of, it's an area, it would be in terms of meter square. Now the same thing you can write it in terms of 302 into 10 power minus 4. Okay, this area of the window, just now you saw what I wrote. Area of the window here, sorry. Yeah, area of the window, just now when you saw this area of the window, how I expressed. Here you can see clearly area of the window, I expressed in terms of, no. So area of the window, how I express in terms of 3WW into WW. So area of the window was 3WW square. So this 3WW square is nothing but is equal to this. So from here we can get the value of 3WW square. You can get the value of 302 into 10 power minus 4. So now what is the value of WW? Can you calculate? Tell me the value of WW. From this you get around, WW value will get around, from the calculation after solving this, you get around 0.1 meter. near to this. Are you getting 0.1 meter WW?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so nice. So height of the window is like three times this. So now your height of the window HW is three times WW. So this would be 3 into zero point 0.1 meter. So this would be how much? 0.3 meter. Okay. So now I told you in the very beginning. Now it's asking of the main dimension. Now height of the overall height of the frame we need. So overall height of frame I told you would be equal to h, and h would be equal to top hy, central hw, then plus hy. So this would be equal to how much? This would be equal to 2hy plus hw. Okay, so hw value you are having. Okay, height of the that you have calculated 0.0675. Now what about hy? Hmm? Hy value you just now have seen. Hy value is how much? Tell me how much hy value you have.
Zero
HW
point zero six seven.
no, no. Ah, yeah, very good. So you have hy value as 0.0675. So you can write 2 into instead of hy 0.0675, and height of the yoke you just now saw, that is zero point 0.3. So the total dimension of this would be equal to 0.435 meter. Are you getting? If there is any
Yes.
calculation mistake, please let me know. 0.435. Okay.
Yes.
So this would be this plus this would be 0.435. So this height of just now when I presented you there, I have shown you how that you top there is one yoke, bottom there is one yoke, and in between there is the window. So that would be 2hy. Similarly, now you have to go for overall length down, or we can say the width of the frame. So the width of the frame I showed you, from one limb to another limb there is WW, another limb to another limb there is WW, and in between there is 2A, from that side to that side, another side 2A, that side to that side. So for shell type of construction it would be 2WW plus 2A. Now for a core type construction you have only two limbs. So in the core type construction what would be the formula for width? For height, you cannot change the formula even in core. For width, what formula you will write? Now, if I show you a core type of construction for width, what would be your formula for core type? Hmm? Tell me. For core type, what will you write? See, for core, you will have that core type. You don't have this thing. What you say is you cannot write what I am telling you. Width would be simply for core type. If you have to write the width, so it would be simply between one central limb and another central limb, and the only thing that is left over there would be and see that you're not taking into account, that would be your WW plus, tell me what would be the width. Now we will be going for a core type also, so it would be WW, simply it would be WW plus A. It won't be 2WW. 2WW, why? Because there are three legs. In core type there are only two legs. When there is only two legs, you are taking from one central limb to another central limb. Okay. So you are left with only from that half of that A and another half of that A. So it would be WW plus A, wherein the height would remain same. So now you have to go for the what you say is the overall length of the frame. So I will write down and we will take. See the overall height of the overall length of the frame. If we have to write overall length of frame would be equal to 2WW, that is your width, plus 4 times A. WW you know. WW just now calculated. How much is that value? 0.1. Lakshani, 0.1. Okay, WW just now calculated here, right? Here we calculated WW. Zero point 0.1. So we are substituting point. A value also we
Point.
calculated. Yeah, yeah. Tell me, you are understanding, you are following. That's what I'm asking. Nilakshini.
Yes, sir.
4 and A value, how much A value? You tell me the value of A, Nilakshini. The value of A, how much is the value of A? You have to sit with pen, paper
Point
properly.
zero six four
No, no,
five.
no. 0.06745. So
Yeah.
substitute the value of A into 0.0675. So total answer you will get around 0.47 meter. So this is like okay. This is the and overall depth, that is your B, is equal to 0.3375 meter. Okay, 0.3375. Sorry. Here. So this is your total value would be equal to 0.47 meter. Now also is asking about the winding dimensions. Now in the primary winding, so he has already told the number of turns, he has already mentioned, because EMF per turn is 10 volt. So that would mean you have the number of turns would be your HV winding turns, TP would be in the high voltage winding side. If you see the question, you have 2000. So 2000 divided by 10, because your EMF, your volt per turn ratio is 10. So voltage divided by turn is equal to 10. So voltage 2000 divided by C, EMF per turn is equal to 10. Okay. So if your EMF on the primary is around 4000 divided by primary turns, if you have to calculate, divided by 10. So your number of turns TP would be 4000 divided by 10. So this would be around, TP would be around 400. How much? 400. Similarly, if you see on the secondary side also, your secondary ratio is 400. So it would be in the primary side, it was, sorry, it was 2000.
Primary 1000,
2000,
sir.
2000. Yeah, I just noticed. It is 2000. So it would be, TP would be 200, not 400. It would be 200. Now on the secondary side, you have 400 divided by TP or TS would be equal to 10. So your secondary side TS would be 400 by 10. That would be around 40. Okay. So this is around 40. On the secondary side, you will have around 40. On the primary side, you will have around this. Now, if you have to calculate the current and the conductor area, can you calculate? So the primary current would be equal to how much? Primary current would be equal to 100 into 1000 divided by 2000, that is 50 ampere. Can you calculate that? Because your primary KVA is how much? Primary current depends upon what? Hmm? KVA is what? See, your Q, they have given 100 KVA, 100 into 10 power 3. Okay, Q value he has mentioned. Okay, your Q essentially is what? V primary into I primary. So V primary, you know how much V primary is there? V primary is given. How much is V primary? Tell me. 4000, 2000. So your Q you can calculate now. Q is given 100 in 10 power 3 divided by V primary is given 2000. So I primary you can calculate this 1000. This will go. It is around 50. I primary is around 50 ampere. 50 ampere. Similarly, if you do I secondary, you will get I secondary around, you just do on your own. Q would be equal to Vs into Is also. Okay. Vs value is given. Vs value is 400. Now you are, if you divide Q by 400, you will get this value of Is, and it would be around 250 amps. Now you just calculate the conductor area of primary winding. So the conductor area of primary winding would be around, and see, you have the current density. Okay, current density is basically current by area. Okay, now if you want to calculate the primary area, A primary, that would be nothing, current divided by current density. Because the flux is remaining same, hence the current density will also remain same. So current density already mentioned. Okay, how much it is given? Current density is given 2. So you can substitute that value and you can get the answer for this thing. In in one place you have 50 divided by 2, another place 250 divided by 2. So you'll get around 25 millimeter square, and in another place you'll get around 125 millimeter square. So in terms of millimeter, if you want, in terms of meter, if you want to convert, then you have to multiply it with 10 power 6. Okay, if you want current area in terms of meter, you have to multiply it with sorry, multiply that portion with 10 power, yeah, exactly. So now this was about how do we understand, how do we go about this problem, because it involved the main dimensions, it involved the dimensions of the yoke, it involved the dimension, and it involved different factors. Now I think only 9 minutes are left, so let me give you one problem. Let me, you please do this problem at your place, and if any difficulty is you are finding, did you understand today's problem? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Nilakshini. Okay, you understood. Okay. See, today one more problem that you practice this problem, but please, this is very essential. Okay, because all of a sudden, what happens is that coronavirus vanishes. You are like, okay, no problem. We'll give online examination. Finally, there is no online examination. There is offline, and the VTO conducts its examination on its own. At that time, if you are not prepared well, most of you are going to, you know, God forbid, but it. So you have to be prepared. Okay, so so I'm giving you the question. Determine, this is for the core type. Determine the main dimensions. Main dimensions would mean height, height, total height of the cross section. That would be height of the yoke plus twice height of the yoke plus height of the window and your width of width. This means main dimensions here also, height and width. Determine the main dimensions. Determine the main dimensions of the core and window of the core and window, number of number of turns and cross sectional area of the conductors, cross sectional area of the conductors of a primary primary and secondary winding, primary and secondary winding of a three phase of a three phase core type. Now earlier it was a shell type, this is core type transformer. Transformer, it has 350 kVA is its rating. Okay, 350 kVA, these are the 11,000 is the primary side, 11,000 secondary is your 330 volts. This is star delta connected, 50 hertz. Okay, assume voltage per turn is equal to 11. Maximum flux, maximum flux maximum flux density is equal to 1.25 Tesla. Your net area, see, the one thing they have mentioned over here is that your area is given as, see, your AI is given 0.6 d square, A is equal to zero point 0.9. This is your stacking factor. Okay, A is stacking factor, sorry, A is the dimension, that A, okay, not stacking factor. A is zero point 0.9, window space factor is 0.27. Okay, That is your kW. Window space factor is 0.27. Your HW is equal to 3 times WW. Your current density is equal to 2.5 ampere per millimeter square. Now you have to go about this problem. So basically, if you see the EMF per turn, if you write the formula for EMF per turn, which we have calculated, that is 4.44 FBM AI. So from that you can calculate the value of AI as usual, and then you can write the output equation. Now one important thing is there. This is the main, the transformer is three phase because star delta connected. Single phase won't be star delta connected because there is no case. So in a three phase transformer, the Q equation will not be 2.22, it would be 3.33. So you have to pay attention there, it won't be 2.22. So when you are writing the equation for Q, it would be 3.33 FBM current density kW AW AI in 10 power minus 3. Everything would be same. AI you calculate, you get the value of AW. Once you got the value of AW, now he is telling you the core, your AI is equal to zero point 0.6 D square. AI value you have calculated on top. Substitute that, get the value of D. Now once you get the value of D, so basically what happens is that this is a part of a core. It's a cruciform core. In a cruciform core, your when you get the value of the D, your width of the largest stamping width, this you have to remember, width of largest stamping would be around zero point 0.9 D. Okay, zero point 0.9 D. So you substitute the value of D, so A would be equal to, that means here A would be equal to zero point 0.9 D. So once you get the value of A and zero point 0.9 D, now you have HW is equal to 3 WW. AW value you calculate as usual, substitute, you will get the value of WW, and HW also you will get. So HW you got, WW you got, and A is like depth of the yoke is like A is equal to 0 0.9 D you got. And now the gross area of the core. So gross area would be equal to AI by stacking factor. AI value you calculated, stacking factor, height of the yoke you can get AY by DY. So now you have to calculate the total height. H would be equal to HW plus 2HY, and W would be equal to WW plus A. That is it, or B plus A. So you understood. So Ratika, you can do it. You will try.
We'll try, sir.
You try. If you have any doubts at any point, whatever the hints were there, I gave you. Only the thing was there not mentioned was A is equal to zero point 0.9 D, that you have to take because it's a cruciform core. It's a three-phase transformer, so you have to try it. And next class, I'll ask you the answers for this. So you try whatever possible, and please try to upload this assignment in your this thing. What you call is Google Classroom. There also I'll share. So we'll wind up the class. Please give the attendance, and we'll stop recording now.